and welcome to the Axiom Medical COVID-19 Vaccine Facts versus Fiction live stream that we're hosting today. Just a quick background. My name is Holly Foxworth, and I am one of the registered nurses. I'm also the marketing manager for content here at Axiom, in case you've stumbled upon our feed or you're new and you're not familiar with who we are. But as always, I do have a brilliant team, the best minds in medicine and communication, both that are going to be joining our panel today. We have Dr. Scott Cherry, who's our Chief Medical Officer. We also have Dr. Peter Matos. We have Chief Marketing Officer Derek Wheeler, and then also Communications Director Autumn Brennan. So they're going to walk us through some of those most recent myths that have been floating around, whether that be on TV, on social, etc. Dr. Matos, I'm going to come to you next, and so I have to kind of admit that I never really understood this next one that we're going to go through, and so maybe you can kind of help us understand maybe where this came from or where there would be any type of relation back. But talk to us about this idea that if you get the vaccines, then that's actually going to change your DNA.
Yeah, so I think the first thing is to understand there's kind of three types of vaccines around the world. So, and the way I like to think of them is they're all delivery systems, right? So there's the mRNA vaccines, and the mRNA is like somebody reading you a brownie recipe, right? So the mRNA reads it. And then you have the adenovirus, and maybe the adenovirus is you watch a video. And then the other one is, the inactivated vaccine, which is the Sinovac vaccine from China. And maybe your mom's telling you the recipe over the phone. The bottom line is you're receiving the information to make brownies, except in this instance, we're not making brownies. We're trying to get your immune system to respond and make immune memory cells to protect you against COVID. So the mRNA, the adenovirus, and the inactivated spike protein are all delivery systems. The way I like to think of it is, if I'm going to send a package, I could send it FedEx, UPS, or US Postal Service, right? Theoretically, if I'm sending, my Google Pixel Buds, I could use any of those three delivery services and they would get there, except maybe USPS these days. But, right, so the reality is they're just delivery systems, and these technologies have been around for a very, very long time. I think that's the other thing, is that there's this sense that these technologies were quickly developed. Not true at all. Adenovirus, I worked on adenovirus 30 years ago when I was an undergrad in college. mRNA technology has probably been around for 20, 25 years on a large scale level. And there were already different pharmaceuticals working on coronavirus vaccines from the original outbreak of SARS-1 in 2003.